Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Your host, the Raven, here, back with some more Darkest Dungeon action. This time, we are going against the Countess. She's a bad mamma jamma. Um, I've already sent an experimental team in there to see her move set, to feel her out, and she is insane. She has lots of moves she gets tons of turns. She has tons of health. She's built like a tank. She's just crazy. Her moves sets and the things she does, like constantly switch your party members up. She's constantly adding like damage over time things and stuff like that. I mean, the woman's insane. So anyway, after that experience, I am I've assembled a team here that I think will be effective against a lot of the things she does. The three, I've given them all moves that no matter what position they're in, they can still make an attack or do something that's worthwhile. I learned the hard way. You can't have a person that, if they're not in a certain position or they're in the one spot that they can't do a move or whatever, you don't want that. Every turn has to count against the Countess. You can't have any person that's just useless in a certain position or certain rank. So I've assembled a team that I believe can do that. Also, I believe the nature of the battle is more of a damage race. She does a lot of damage and she gets a lot of turns. So I think it's wise to try to chop her up as quickly as possible. So I got some guys here. They're high damage. Now these two are vampires, and you don't bring vampires into a boss fight because the Crimson Curse mechanic is just basically a gigantic debuff to the player. There's possible that when they're on blood rage or whatever, they get more damage and more speed, but that is so small in comparison to the debuffs and the things that they do when they don't, with the other sides of the curse, passing turns, smacking other players, and putting debuffs and stuns and things like that on other characters, shuffling position without warning. Just all types of crap. It's not worth it. So anyway, you're saying don't use characters who have the Crimson Curse. Why are you bringing two characters in? Well, I hunted down the Fanatic and I beat him up. So we're gonna bring the Cure, and we're gonna cure these two right before the boss fight. That way, let me bring some food just in case. We're gonna bring all this stuff. I think she does horror, and we don't need blood. Let's bring some torches. Let's get rid of some of this food here. So yeah, I hunted down the Fanatic. The Fanatic gives you these cure vials or whatever for each encounter, and I think you can encounter him once per courtyard. When you first fight the Baron, the Fanatic will jump out. You beat him there. He doesn't come out again until you kill the Baron and unlock the Viscount, and so on and so forth. Each new boss, the Fanatic will come out again. So I guess you fight him 3 times in total. So you get a total of 6 of these. Now the thing with these is, don't use them in the beginning of a quest, because if you cure a vampire with the cure and then you go through and you fight some more bloodsuckers, and they can re-Crimson Curse the guy you just cured. So always save the cure, for special moments or occasions or whatever. Don't just immediately, oh yeah, I can cure my favorite hero right away, because they're gonna get re-cursed. So anyway, that's the game plan. We're gonna cure these two. I brought some food so I can refill their health, because they are low on health because of the Crimson Curse. That's another thing about the Crimson Curse. It debuffs. You lose max health. You lose resistances to disease, bleed, blight, all that kind of stuff. You gain a little bit of speed, but like I say, the benefits of the Crimson Curse are so small in comparison to the detriments of the curse. It's like the moon, the benefits like the size of the moon, and like the bad things that can happen to you are like the size of the sun. I mean, it just is no contest. So, anyway, let's embark. Hopefully, we can pull out a victory here. Um, she's a bad mama jamma. I'm gonna say it again. So, I need to just focus and make sure I take it slow and take each turn appropriately. Because you get panicked when you play Darkest Dungeon and things are going south. Um, it, I mean, you can just start making moves in order to try to, get things done, and it's just not going to work. So anyway, we're also going to buff our players, and she has a debuff on her. I don't understand how could she start off with a debuff. That makes no sense. How did that happen? Well, it says bleed resist. Oh, damn it. Now I'm thinking, I mean, I could leave, but oh my gosh. Well, we're just gonna buff her anyway. So let's get some buffs on our guys, and let's see. Yeah, see, they need to eat. See, they gained some health points. He gained 4, and she has gained 4. So yeah, they were missing 4 points of health apiece. So okay, now they're up to snuff. Not an amazing, revolutionary improvement, but everything helps. Let's head in the door.
The Countess arrives, anomalous in aspect, and bent on exacting terrible revenge from beyond the bounds of decency.
All right, so far so good. Out of all her move sets, Disrobe and the shouting are probably the least of our concerns. All right, Stay With Me hits all players, puts Blight on all players, and also it shuffles, and which is one of the worst thing that happens. If you get shuffled, this means that character who's affected will constantly switch positions every time they get their turn. When their turn comes in, they're gonna move positions. You can't control it. So it's better to just, it's better to not have it at all, but, sometimes they don't dodge it.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
I have no idea what Flush does, but she's weak to bleed at the moment, so it'd probably be wise to take advantage with some bleed attacks with our other 2 characters. Let's see what she does, though. She's going to buff herself. And when she buffs herself, she actually put up her resistances, so... I'm going to use a biscuit, see if we can put the pressure on her. Oh, that's a good crit. Okay, well that popped. I'm kind of glad that popped early. All right, and see, he shuffled. Let's get rid of that. Let's check his resistances. So they still have some of the thing. Just trying to be extra careful here because she's so insane. All right. Her speed is up and her protect is up. So let's see if I can mark her. And she's still buffed on her. Well, actually, her bleeding is down. She's actually weaker to bleed now. Now she's blocked it anyway. Yeah, I shouldn't have tried that. I feel like that's a wasted turn. And is she gonna heal with the thirst? Well, we do. Her mark doesn't go away immediately, so I'm actually kind of glad about that. That's very positive. Gonna try to stun. Oh, we got a dodge. That's good. Every time she wastes a turn, like, yeah. And she's basically just trying to heal herself up because we are doing pretty good damage to her. And let's see, her protect is back down to 30%. The love letter does take damage out of her, which I'm grateful for. So far, she hasn't shuffled our Vestal. And the mark is gone, so there's that. Her bleed is down to 90%. I was gonna keep. Ah, she dodged it. I was worried about that because she would start dodging if I didn't put trinkets on that get buffs to accuracy. We're getting like no crits. I'm gonna have to buff her damage up.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left.
And 3 of us have like eggs on her. I have no idea what Flush does besides it seems like it temporarily weakens her bleed resist and blight resist, that type stuff. Because it's down, yeah, she's definitely weaker to it. Use this chance to put a high amount of bleed on her. Oh, egg pop. Got an egg pop on our Hellion. Wondering, will this, while she's flushed, will this work? I'm gonna try it out. What we got here? 11 damage around. We got an egg pop. And she's back up on buff. And she got rid of her bleed resist, so what she's got now? Speed is up, protect is up. She's weak, strong against all the debuffs, so now we'll just try to chop her down like a tree. I figured it would be like that, like we would have to alternate between like trying to put bleed on her, because that's the weakest thing that's her lowest stat. As you can see, it's 100% where everything else is above 100, and that's when it's buffed. Unbuffed is 90%, so I figured it would be a juggle between chopping her with physical attacks and then, you know, the attempt to put bleed on her on occasion. So far, so good. But, you know, still it's a gamble. And I'm going to take this time to buff her. What does she got? Speed and accuracy. We got a D. Oh, that's right. She got a debuff. So we got to get our guys up. She does take a lot of turns. So, like, I was hoping that would work in our favor. And this is probably another reason why he missed in the last round. And that egg sack has been on her since like day one. But her health is high, so I'm not too worried about it. Let's keep tree chopping. Oh, she dodged it. Man, this dude is like... Let's rebuff our guys on each turn. I gotta remember to do that. And now we're going back. Oh, she healed crit 40.
And now the true test. Hold fast or expire.
I want to do damage, but I don't want her to die. So let's get her off this door. Because I figured she would go before my Vestal. And I don't want to lose my Hellion. So I'm trying my best to play it safe. Yeah, baby. Ooh, egg sack pop. I mean, this thing has never popped on our girl. All right, we got 2 people on stumble. Our Vessel is on stumble or shuffle. Ooh, good dodge by the Hellion. Her protect is so high, man. All right, we got her down almost under a quarter. Close to a quarter. All right, shuffle. I figured she'd do something like that to get rid of debuffs. Yeah, flush removes bleeding, blight, all that type stuff. Okay, so that's not too bad of a shuffle for the Vestal. Like, my main concern was her being put in position 1, you know, because last time that like destroyed me. So let's get rid of, oh, she can't get rid of this one. So what we're gonna do, we can still keep our health up on all our people, and that's pretty much her sole purpose. It's like you want them to always have something they can do. Like, never have them in a position where there's nothing that they can't do. And she's still weak to bleed and all her resistances are up, so let's hack her. Yeah, baby. Good job. Yeah, I figured she'd block both of that. But she can still heal. As long as the Vessel can keep up healing, like, I'm grateful. And see, I figured this would come up too, where they put her in the back. And so that's why I put Breakthrough on her. But actually, I don't want to debuff her at the moment, so she can still hack her. And we got her under a quarter, so that's feeling pretty stoked. Yeah, she's gonna change. That puts her protect up. Oh, dodge. And now she's gonna start trying to heal herself. Wonder how much this will. Let's do this. Oh, it finally popped. I guess if you get under a certain amount of health, that's when it explodes. And that's a deadly move, to wait for you to be already weak and then explode. And then she's once again trying to put her health back up. Good. She actually, that was a wasted move actually, because he already got the buff from being stunned earlier. So pop her in the face. All right, here we go. Shuffle again, which is what I was counting on. All right. Oh crap! Now we're starting to see the effects of stress.
The shadows whisper of conspiracy.
Oh, yeah, baby. And she is off buff. Oh, she's on death's door. Damn it. Well, she's actually hurting herself for us at this point. That's pretty good. I just need my vessel to shuffle out. Oh, if that exec pops, he might die. Well, our Vestal has a goal, so hopefully she can, like... You know, it'd probably be better for him to mark people. Now that I think about it, I'm kind of wasting some moves there. Ugh, more healing. Fuck.
Perched at the very precipice of oblivion.
What's her health? 40.
More blood soaks.
Oh, killed the Vestal.
Feeding the evil therein. There can be no hope in this hell. No hope at all.
Yes, she dodged it. Ah, whoa, he got killed.
In the pursuit of glory and gold.
Ugh, it's bullshit.
A hand's breadth from becoming unwound. Survival is a
Wow.
tenuous proposition in this sprawling tomb. This skirmish may be lost, but the battle may yet be won. Great
Well,
adversity has a
that didn't
beauty.
work.
It is the fire that tempers. The man is slave to the beast, and the beast is slave